How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit and welcome back to a brand new top 5 video. Today guys, we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 best Pokemon to catch on Melemele Island in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now please keep in mind, I'll be basing this list off of the Pokemon just on Melemele Island that you can catch early game, and I'll be basing this list off of how good the Pokemon are to use on the island and how overall they are as Pokemon, and also their designs and which one is the better one to use. So that's going to be the list in general and just the kind of rules for the list, so please keep that in mind. And if I do not feature your favorite Pokemon from Melemele on this list, please don't be mad. Like, this is just my personal opinion. If you do not agree with me, just leave your own list down below, or tell me a Pokemon do you think should have been on the list in the comment section down below. Please don't be angry and rude and that sort of stuff. Just keep it civil, and that'd be really appreciated. Either way, let's get right into this countdown video right now. Now, at the 5th spot, we have ourselves Magnemite. Now, Magnemite can be caught by the trainer school, which is the area where you can find it. And not only is this a great Pokemon to have in terms of early game, because you're going to have really a huge advantage with its stats, but also because it's a steel and electric type Pokemon, which just helps you out a tremendous amount against a lot of the Pikipeks, Grimers, Zubats, and that sort of stuff. They'll be challenging because of people like Team Skull or the trainers by the trainer school, and even against a teacher. And also, if you mix like another Pokemon like your starter, like Rowlet or Popplio, together with Magnemite, you're gonna have a decent combination to use. Now, it's a great Pokemon to have early game, and it can be useful late game as well. Even into the next island, you can use it against a lot of the early stuff like the water types you're going to be taking on at the, I think the third trial, something like that. But you'll be taking on a lot of that stuff, so you may actually have use of it. So definitely a Pokemon worth having, and evolving it could be useful as well. Now, again, I'm not sure how much useful it's going to be, you know, late into the game, but it's definitely a Pokemon worth having around if you're looking for something interesting and cool to have that actually helps you really early in the game. So definitely pick yourself up a Magnemite if you want to have a useful teammate. Now let's go to number 4 on this list. Now, coming in at the 4th spot is going to be Rockruff, which you can find at the farthest hollow, and it's actually kind of obvious why it's on this list. Like, everybody loves Rockruff. It's a cute little rock puppy, and it has one of the cutest designs, and also it can be a pretty useful Pokemon, especially now with its brand new form. It could be even more useful. It has great offensive power, and having like all these version exclusives like the midnight and daytime form and whatever, it really makes it a Pokemon that's irresistible to have on your team. I personally love Rockruff. It's cool, and also if you're going to be looking for a Rockruff, what about like actually maybe not catching yourself a shiny one? It could be pretty cool to have on your team because it turns blue and stuff, which is pretty cool if it's on the daytime form, of course. But either way, overall, this is a Pokemon that I think you definitely should have on your team. It's Rockruff. It's kind of the poster boy for this game, for, you know, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's kind of those Pokemon that you just kind of gotta have on your team, if I'm gonna be honest. I love it, and that's why it's on this list. It's a Pokemon worth having on your team. Definitely catch one if you want to have something cool to have with you on your journey. So that's going to be that for that one. Let's go to the next one on the list, which is going to be number 3. Now, coming in at the 3rd spot is going to be Inkay, which you can find on Route 1 really early, actually, like right outside your house in Ultra Sun and Moon. You can actually find it, which is great. Now, find early on an amazing typing, help this to like essentially become a perfect little squid-like Pokemon to have on your team, as it can be a very strong one. But the main reason for it being on the list is because Inkay gets Foul Play, base 95, 100 accuracy, dark type stab move, whose power varies upon the opponent's attack stat at a very early level. That is amazing, making it a beast of a Pokemon to actually have on your team. Definitely worthwhile getting if you want to have something that can be very good early game. Now, as for late game, it can be useful very well as well then, but if you want to switch it out, of course, that's reasonable. But in early game, definitely worth getting, definitely worth having in your team. I would 100% recommend it, guys. Definitely get it in your team. Either way, that's going to be that one. Let's go to number 2 on this list. And coming in at the 2nd spot is going to be Zorua. Now, Zorua can be found by the trainer school. And honestly, can we just say that it's Zorua. Obviously, people are going to catch this thing. It is an obvious Pokemon you need, and you just must have. It is beautiful. Now, the Pokemon has essentially a great fast growth rate, which makes it awesome, and also it has useful abilities and moves, so it makes it into this like perfect little thing you want to have on your Ultra Sun and Moon team. Now, not just that, it is Zorua, for crying out loud. It is a must-have Pokemon. It is cute, but at the same time, it's fierce and badass, and I love its design, and that's just all like icing on the cake that already is Zorua. It's a Pokemon you must have on your team. It is badass, and it is useful. All things that are checkmarked on my list, to be honest. So that's why it's on this list at number 2. Let's go to the number 1 spot, lads. Now, coming in at number 1 is going to be Hawlucha, who you can find at Route 3. Now, this Pokemon is just amazing. It can be found on Route 3. It does take a bit of time. It's a bit of a rarer Pokemon, but if you can actually get this, it's going to be one of the most useful Pokemon stat-wise. It's really, really useful to have in your team. It is Hawlucha, for crying out loud. It's going to be so useful. The typing makes it extremely useful in both the first trial and even in the grand trial in Melemele, so it's a great Pokemon to have early on, but it also works really well throughout the full game of Ultra Sun and Moon. It is a game, like, it's a game that but it's a Pokemon that requires, that it could be required to have in the game, I would say, because it is so useful. Now, again, it's not a must-have, it's just a Pokemon, like, option, but I think it's definitely one that you should take a look at and definitely catch yourself if you have the chance. Do get Hawlucha. It's a Pokemon that should be on your team if you want to have an easy stroll through Ultra Sun and Moon. But that's going to be the end of this video, lads. Now, as you just heard, number 1 spot went to Hawlucha, and please understand this is a list based on my opinion, so if you do not agree with it, please let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think are better Pokemon from Melemele that you can catch? And that's going to be it, lads. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name has, as usual, been RuffledRowlit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then drop a like down below, leave a comment telling me what you think, and also subscribe for future videos. I will catch you trainers the next time. Have a great day, and bye-bye, everybody.